Hello everyone, myself Pranali Kakade from SAS Institute of Management Studies. So today's my presentation topic is law of demand. So first of all we need to understand demand. What is demand? So the concept of demand is goods are demanded because they have a utility. Demand is that quantity of a commodity which a person is ready to buy at a particular price and during a specific period of time. For example, you desire to have a car, but you do not have enough money to buy it. Then the desire will remain just a wishful thinking. It will not be called demand. In spite of If in spite of having enough money, you do not want to spend it on car, demand does not emerge. The desire become demand only when you are ready to spend a money to buy a car. In economics, demand refers to effective demand, which implies three things: desire, means to purchase, and on willingness to use of those means for that purchase. So here is the law of demand. What law of demand states? The law of demand states that the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded, keeping other factors constant. Ceteris paribus. The meaning of ceteris paribus is keeping other factors constant. So what do you mean by inverse relationship? The inverse relationship means when the price of commodity increases, the quantity demanded decreases. And the other hand, if my price of commodity is decreases, then the quantity demanded for that commodity is increases. The term other thing being constant implies that income of the consumer, his taste and preferences, and price of other related goods remain constant. Now we have a demand schedule. So demand schedule is a table showing different quantities of a commodity demanded at a different prices during a given period of time. The table number 1 shows the demand schedule for sugar. Price of sugar in rupees and quantity demanded in kgs. When the price of sugar is 25, then the quantity demanded is 10 kg. When the price increases from 25 to 30, then the quantity demand decrease from 10 to 9 kg and so on. The demand schedule shows different quantities of sugar purchased by an individual at a different prices. It can be observed that less quantity of sugar is demanded at a rising price and vice versa. For example, when price of sugar is 25 rupees per kg, demand for sugar is 10 kg, but 6 kg of sugar is demanded at a price of rupees 45 per kg. Here is the graphical presentation of demand curve. What it represents demand for sugar on x-axis and price of sugars on y-axis. Demand curve which slopes downward from left to right. In other words, its slopes is negative because of inverse relationship between price and demand. It means when the price of sugar increases, then the demand for sugar is decreases. So the slope is negative. Now the next part is variation and changes in demand. Variation demand. There are many factors that determine demand. One of the important factor is price. When demand changes due to changes in price, it is known as variation in demand. It is of two types. First one is extension of demand and the second one is contraction of demand. So what is extension of demand? When with a fall in price, more of commodity is bought, then there is an extension of the demand curve. Now contraction of demand means when lesser quantity is demanded with a rise in price, there is a contraction of demand. Here is the graphical presentation of extension and contraction in demand. So what it shows x-axis represents quantity demanded in millions, whereas y-axis represents the price of the quantity demanded. So when my price is 2000, then my quantity demanded is 6 million, and when it rises to 3000, then the quantity demanded is 5. It means it clearly shows that the rise in prices results in the contraction of demand. On the other hand, when my price is 4000, then my quantity demanded is 4 millions, and when it decreases to 3000, when my price is decreases from 4000 to 3000, then the quantity demanded is 5 millions. That means it clearly shows fall in prices results in the extension of demand. So the next is factors affecting demand. The following are the factors affecting demand is first is price of the product, the consumer's income, the price of related goods, the taste and preferences of consumers, the consumer expectations, the number of consumers in the market, that is population. Following are the assumptions of the law of demand. No change in the income, no change in the size and composition of population, no change in price of related goods, no change in consumers' taste, preference, etc. No exceptions of a price change in future, no change in the climatic condition. And the exceptions to the law of demand is given goods, prestige goods, ignorance, emergencies, future changes in prices, change in fashion, snob effect, speculative goods or outdated goods or seasonal goods, goods in short supply. Thank you so much.